It's a walking double-double.
Huge impact in year one.
The Bayou Barbie has brought it for the LSU Tigers.
What will it take for LSU to hoist up that national trophy?
Being able to play together and just believing, all together believing in each other. As long as we believe in each other, I think we can take it as far as we can.
LSU has captured its very first national championship.
With the 7th pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Chicago Sky select Angel Reese, LSU.
Angel Reese rapidly rose to fame in the past 2 years of her college career. Her glaring persona and sheer dominance on the court helped bring a whole new level of excitement to women's basketball, and she did it all before hitting the professional stage. Whether you like rooting for her or not, she has for sure made a name for herself. But is Angel Reese all hype? Can she play basketball as well as she built her personal brand? How good is Angel Reese actually? Let's break it all down and understand how Angel Reese got to this point. Angel Reese attended St. Francis Academy in Baltimore, Maryland, where she played 4 years of varsity basketball. Her size and athleticism made her so versatile that she was able to play all 5 positions in high school. As a freshman, she averaged 11.1 points and 11 rebounds per game. She led her team to a 30-1 record and a conference title. Their only loss came in the national semifinals, where Reese put up an insane 20 points in 24 rebound game. During her sophomore year, Reese led her team to another conference championship with a 24-4 season record. She led her team in points, rebounds, assists, and blocks, averaging 17.6 points, 12.1 rebounds, 3.1 assists, and 1.8 blocks per game. In her junior year, she absolutely dominated as well, as she averaged a ridiculous 22.6 points and 19.3 rebounds per game, and was named All-Metro Player of the Year. To no one's surprise, she led her team to another conference title. And in her senior year, she averaged 18.6 points, 10.2 rebounds, and 2.5 blocks per game, while leading her team to a 25-3 record and a 4th consecutive conference championship. Reese repeated as the All-Metro Player of the Year and was named High School Female Athlete of the Year by the Baltimore Sun. She finished her career with an insane 1,720 points and 1,250 rebounds. She was ranked as a 5-star recruit and the 2nd best player in the 2020 class by ESPN. She was even ranked ahead of Caitlin Clark and was only behind Paige Beckers. She would eventually get 24 Division I scholarship offers, including notable programs like Maryland, South Carolina, and Louisville. And on November 1st, 2019, she declared her commitment to Maryland, marking her as the top-ranked recruit in the history of the program. So yes, Angel Reese did not start her career at LSU like some of you might have thought. She stayed home and played for the Terps for 2 years. She entered her freshman year in the fall of 2020, and on November 27, 2020, Reese made her Maryland debut. She scored 20 points and 9 rebounds in a 94-72 victory over Davidson. However, she suffered a Jones fracture in her right foot in her 4th game on December 3rd against Towson, which led to a surgery and her being sidelined until February 23rd, 2021. Upon her return, Reese actually came off the bench and helped Maryland in securing both the Big Ten regular season and tournament championships. She was selected for the Big Ten All-Freshman team and scored 19 points in an NCAA tournament round of 32 win over Alabama on March 24, 2021. Despite her team's early exit in the Sweet 16, Reese averaged 10 points and 6 rebounds per game throughout her freshman season, and looked to continue to have a more featured role heading into her sophomore year. Returning to a starting role in her sophomore season, Reese described it as her redemption year. Regaining confidence post-injury, she opened the season on November 9th with 21 points and 14 rebounds in a 97-67 win over Longwood. Her standout performance continued on December 2nd, 2021, scoring 26 points and 15 rebounds against the University of Miami. Her impressive season earned her first team All-Big Ten and a spot on the conference's All-Defensive team. Reese led Maryland to the Sweet 16, where, despite her 25 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, and 3 blocks, the team lost 72-66 to Stanford on March 25, 2022. She received third-team All-American honors and was recognized on the All-American Honorable Mention lists by both the USBWA and WBCA. She started gaining some national recognition in her sophomore year as her averages jumped to 17.8 points and 10.6 rebounds, which made her the first Maryland player since 1975 to average a double-double for a season. Heading into her junior year, she was looking for a change. She felt that she wanted a change and to go to a program that would elevate her game. She wanted a coach that would push her to the next level. But before we get into her junior year, I wanted to shout out today's video sponsor, OddsJam. OddsJam is the best data-driven sports betting software around, with over 260 sportsbooks tracked in real time. OddsJam will make you a long-term profitable sports bettor, similar to the techniques used by investors and traders to beat the market. Now, how is this all possible, you may ask? The OddsJam Arbitrage tool. This tool is used to identify inefficiencies or discrepancies in your sports betting lines across the entire market, so you can always get the best value on your picks. The tool will even give you arbitrage betting opportunities that make you risk-free money by identifying those discrepancies for you. The tool will find discrepancies so wide that you can bet on both sides of the market and guarantee yourself a profit. Aside from all the value you're getting from just the arbitrage tool, OddsJam even has a positive EV calculator that helps you make optimal bet sizes for your specific bankroll, and a bet tracker that will sync your bets across all of your sportsbook accounts to track your daily, weekly, or monthly profits for you. OddsJam gives you a much more strategic and responsible way to bet, making you more profitable in the long run. They even offer a 7-day free trial because they know their product works. If you want to give them a try, use code HoopDungeon for 35% off your first month using the link below. Ultimately, on May 6, 2022, Reese decided to transfer to LSU under Kim Mulkey. She chose LSU because of her confidence in Coach Kim Mulkey and her attraction to the team's winning culture. She was also drawn by the school's strong support for their women's basketball team. Reese debuted for LSU on November 7th and went absolutely nuts in the opener. She scored 31 points and grabbed 13 rebounds in a 125-50 victory against Bellarmine. On December 14th, she scored 32 points with 15 rebounds against Lamar, winning 88-42. She broke LSU's record for the most rebounds in a single game with a 26-point, 28-rebound performance against Texas A&M on January 5, 2023. She was a straight-up double-double machine, and on January 23rd, Reese achieved her 20th consecutive double-double, which broke the all-time record that has been held since the 2007 season. Reese scored a career-high 36 points and added 20 rebounds in a 69-60 win against Ole Miss on February 16th. She was really putting up video game numbers this season. Literally no one could stop her. And at the end of the regular season, she was named to the SEC First Team and the All-Defensive Team. In the NCAA tournament's first round, Reese recorded 34 points and 15 rebounds in a 73-50 win over Hawaii, and 25 points, 24 rebounds, and 6 blocks in a second-round 66-42 victory against Michigan. She set a new SEC single-season double-double record in the Elite Eight with her 32nd, and was named the most outstanding player of the Greenville Regional 2. In the Final Four, Reese set new program and SEC records for single-season rebounds with 24 points and 12 rebounds in a 79-72 win against Virginia Tech. And in the highly anticipated championship matchup against Caitlin Clark, Reese put up 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists in a national championship win, the first in LSU women's history. She won the tournament Most Outstanding Player award and set the NCAA single-season record with 34 double-doubles. During the game's final moments, Reese's "you can't see me" gesture towards Caitlin Clark sparked a lot of controversy, drawing attention to racial and gender dynamics in sportsmanship. That was for sure an interesting conversation, but regardless, she was legit unguardable, and this season put a stamp on her as a superstar in women's basketball. She didn't just dominate on the court, her personal brand grew to record heights as she became a well-known figure even outside of basketball. As a junior, Reese was a unanimous first-team All-American, recognized by the AP, USBWA, and the WBCA Coaches All-America team. She averaged 23 points and 15.4 rebounds per game, leading the NCAA Division I in total and offensive rebounds per game. She set an SEC record with 240 free throws made and scored 830 points, which was the third highest in LSU history. She received accolades including the BET Award for Sportswoman of the Year and the Best Breakthrough Athlete ESPY Award, and won the Corbett Award as Louisiana's top female amateur athlete. As Reese entered her final collegiate year, she was already a household name. She was so dominant in her junior year, and it was interesting to see how the landscape of women's basketball would be in their final year. Would Caitlin Clark get her revenge? Would Paige come onto the scene and beat them both? Would South Carolina come in and just dominate everyone? As much controversy as that championship brought, Clark and Reese helped build a real narrative around women's basketball, giving it a platform it never had before. Because of this, the hype heading into this season was unmatched. And on November 6, 2023, Reese opened her season with 15 points and 12 rebounds, although LSU lost against 20th-ranked Colorado. A week later, she scored 11 points and grabbed 5 rebounds in a commanding 109-79 victory over Kent State, although she sat out the second half on the coach's decision. But the beginning of the season was shaky for Reese as she missed the following 4 games due to reasons that were not disclosed at the time, with later comments suggesting locker room issues or even academics were a factor. But she made a strong return on November 30th, putting up a solid 19 points and 9 rebounds in an 82-64 win against 9th-ranked Virginia Tech. By the season's end, she secured the SEC Player of the Year title and received first-team All-SEC and All-Defensive Team honors. In the NCAA tournament, she led LSU to the Elite Eight, but they were defeated by Caitlin Clark and Iowa despite her impressive 17 points and 20 rebounds. Caitlin Clark going crazy from 3, and Reese even hit the infamous Jordan shrug, but the only issue wasn't her cooking on offense, it was Clark. Reese and LSU had no answers in stopping Clark that night. Although Clark got her revenge and LSU didn't make the Final Four, Reese still had a great senior year. She averaged 18.6 points and 13.4 rebounds per game, and ranked second in Division I in rebounding. Over her 2-year tenure at LSU, she averaged the most rebounds per game in SEC history, and on April 3, 2024, Reese announced her entry into the WNBA draft, where she was later drafted with the 7th overall pick by the Chicago Sky. But while we talk about Angel Reese being so dominant, how do we think she'll pan out in the WNBA? She is 6'3" and mainly plays as a power forward, although identifies as a big guard as she feels that she has the skills to handle and pass the ball effectively. Her agility and explosive style make her exceptionally mobile for her size, which allows her to drive powerfully to the basket. There's no doubt she's an elite rebounder and utilizes her athleticism and explosion to score frequently in the post and on second-chance putbacks. Defensively, her speed enables her to cover perimeter players, while her lengthy wingspan aids in achieving a high rate of steals and blocks. However, as she is a skilled big, she can't really stretch the floor as well as she might think. Her shooting beyond the paint is considered a weak area, and she seldom shoots three-pointers. Reese's strengths are there, but still has lots to improve on in her game, and it'll be interesting to see how she pans out against much bigger and stronger women in the WNBA. But aside from basketball, where Reese has shined the most is off the court. She has been known to be very controversial for not just moments on the court like her championship wave to Caitlin Clark, but a lot of her comments to the media and on social media off the court. She has become a prominent athlete in college sports and has gained lots of popularity through NIL deals and being expressive as a leader in women's sports. Part of her being an outspoken figure has made some fans really like her for being bold and speaking out, and other fans not liking her as much for her antics, such as the one made in the national championship to Caitlin Clark. But what are your thoughts? Has Angel Reese been the most influential figure in women's basketball? How do you think she will be in the WNBA? Let us know in the comments below.